A stands for access. First thing we got to think about if we are trying to reach out to other people is how are they going to access what we're offering? All right, now accessibility, this concept means language. How we say it is important. This means location, where services are offered, absolutely important. This also means time, when we offer services are integral. Who are we supposed to be building programs and initiatives designed for young people? Who do we build them around? Us, as the staff facilitator of said program? Or do we build it around the participants of the program?
Funders.
Thank you. The actual answer is funders. I'm not even kidding you. The actual answer is we build our programs around funders. And you know what? No more. No more. So, I remember after working with these young people, getting relationships with them, and watching time and time again as staff that were well-intentioned, that loved these kids, got either burnt out, stressed out, and had to move on. And for 4 years, I was a freak. People only stay in that organization for 1 year, if that. If you last 1 year in that organization, you are a champion. Somehow, the little shit Michael lasted 4 years. And at the end of that 4 years, I would not leave them. I would not leave Christian. I would not leave these young people that had become so important to me. But I had no choice. My job was gone. So I stepped away. But you know what? I couldn't stay away because I would sign on to Facebook and then I would see an update from one of the kids. And I would like it. But you know what? Liking it just didn't feel good enough. Do you know what I'm supposed to do? I'm supposed to be like, hey, high five. That's the right way to do it. Social media, liking, yeah, I guess it's cool. But that's not the same thing as face-to-face interpersonal acknowledgement of the accomplishment and successes that have taken place. And that's what I was missing. I'm the staff. I'm not supposed to, according to professional standards, I am not supposed to emotionally invest myself in participants of this program. It's unprofessional of me to do that. And I got shit so much when I was working at that organization. They're like, Michael, you finish your work at 11 o'clock. Stop working at 11 o'clock. And I was like, I don't think so. At 10:30, if a kid calls me and they're like, Michael, I need to go to the hospital, guess what I'm doing? I'm taking the work van, I'm going to pick them up, and I'm taking them to the hospital. And I'm staying at that hospital with them until they're ready to go home, and I get to drop them off in the work van. That's what's going to happen. Did I get in trouble a lot? Oh boy, yes I did. Do I advise you guys to behave in that way to your employers? Definitely not. Do I advise you to stand up for your young people when employers are trying to tell you not to? Heck yeah. That's what you got to do. That's what our young people need. Sometimes they don't have the words or the communication skills to make their message accessible. So what's the second thing that I learned? Once we're accessible to these young people, well, we got to give them stuff. Resources. What is a resource? Hey, look, I got a resource right here. This water bottle is a resource. How do I know that this is a resource? I can hold it in my hand. When I leave this program, I can take it with me. Wouldn't that be funny if I just kept it? Anyway, but a resource is a physical thing I can hold in my hand. Bottle of water, resource. Marker, resource. Food, resource. Bus ticket, resource. Honorarium, resource. Get the picture? Resource. So, once they have access to these resources, now the real work begins. If you happen to get amnesia when you walk out of this room today and forget absolutely everything that I said to you, remember this. Programs do not change people. Programs are a mechanism. Relationships change people. It's sincerity. And guess what? Little kids, they're like bullshit detectors. They know when you're being real. They know when you're being fake. Sincerity. Build a relationship, know their name, know their family history, know where they're coming from, know what they like, know what they dislike, know what their gifts are. These are all things that we can do because we do it all the time with our friends and our family. So don't tell me you don't know how to do it. I know you know. Let's use that skill when we're working with young people as leaders in a program or an initiative or in a job. And once we have that relationship with that young person, everything just falls into place. Opportunity. Once I have a relationship with you, I know what you're good at. So I'm going to create an opportunity for you to share your gift. If you're good at talking, hey, guess what? We got a place for someone that's good at talking.